there's three primary ways you can generate leads and sales with LinkedIn. You can do like a targeted outreach type campaign, almost like a cold email type campaign, but through LinkedIn, which is outreach and nurturing with some very specific and strategic messaging to try to cultivate a conversation and generate that offline. That's kind of an outreach strategy. You've got the content strategy, which is using predominantly these days LinkedIn updates, which is kind of like little micro blogs or images. And now LinkedIn has native video, plus they're launching live video, right? So there's a beta program for live video. So creating content is now the biggest way that I use to generate leads. The third way is to do advertising, right? To LinkedIn ads. Now that's paid. It's significantly more expensive than Facebook. But when you look at the lifetime value of a typical B2B client versus the lifetime value of a client on Facebook, it's very different. So you don't mind spending $100 on a lead or $1,000 or $5,000 to get a client if your lifetime value is 50, 100, several hundred thousand. You don't mind that. So the one that I think that most people can tap into right now, if they're smart, is using content, using LinkedIn marketing, because most people that are online are already creating some form of content, blogs or YouTube videos or podcasts or something, right? They're creating some form of content. And so you can start leveraging that content on LinkedIn. I'll give you a perfect example. In 2018, I generated over 3,500 inbound leads, people that reached out to me through my content and asked a question and asked for help. 3,500 inbound leads with no advertising, 100% organic. Wow. 3,500 inbound leads. It cost me zero. And all I did was publish and post content, 3 to 5 days a week, but it was very targeted, very relevant to those target markets. It got a lot of engagement, and then engagement breeds engagement, right? And so all of a sudden, some posts will get several thousand views, some posts will get hundreds of thousands of views, but ultimately 3,500 inbound leads. I had so many inbound leads, I couldn't touch them all. I couldn't even nurture them all. But, through that generated multiple six figures for a consulting business that I paid nothing for the ads. Everybody asked me, do you do paid ads at all? No, I don't have time, right? I don't have time. I don't need paid ads because LinkedIn is so good right now. And I hate to start here, but it's honest. You have to have a strong profile. You got to make a good first impression with your profile, because the content is what gets them there, but it's your profile, your experience, your background, and how they feel about you after they see your profile that they're going to determine whether they're going to really start asking you questions or